So what were we saying when
I love it. Immediately get different when we realize we're recording. We forget how to act. So what was that we were talking?
I was going to say that I have a different thing to start with, but then we can start with what we were starting with when we tried to record. But I want to mention that Austin was not present for this recording today. And Laurel and I were the only ones that logged in, tried to figure it out, and we could not find the record button. So it wasn't us. We're not stupid. We just do, in fact, need our producer, clearly. But we're recording now. He logged in for us, and we're good to go. But
we've been waiting here a while. Yeah.
And then we were like, we should be recording this. Let's just wait. And I don't remember what we were going to start saying to get us started.
Me neither.
Fuck.
Chip. Chat. Chip. Chat. Chip. Chat. Chip. Chat. Chip. Chat. Well,
Yeah.
Girls only. Woo! Girls' night.
Let's go, Gianna.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe
that is really what we're here for.
I know. So I was thinking then maybe that's just kind of what the brand of this episode is like. Just telling our deepest, darkest thoughts to each other.
Yeah.
At the sleepover.
Yeah, love it. Otherwise, in my head was, what do we have? We have a jingle for it. It's like chat-a-tat-tat. Or maybe
Chat-a-tat.
I don't know. We had that for a little bit. We tested that out.
Austin didn't like it, I don't think.
No, he didn't. It's not like we really need another name or another jingle. But if there's one thing about us, we're going to ask for it.
We're going to ask for it. And I don't even feel bad about it because, like, we stopped doing that for a while. And Austin was like, don't you guys want, like, a jingle?
Yeah. He probably thought we were, like, talking behind his back, like, oh, my God, this guy's jingles suck.
He always thinks we're talking about him. Like, get over yourself, man. It's not about you.
It's about us.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this is a bit niche.
I wonder if that was on point this time.
Did it sound like it for you? Because it sounded like it for me.
It did sound like it for me. And then one thing that I should have mentioned beforehand, when you're saying that, are you doing it in the same cadence we do it when we're in person, or are you trying to match what's based on your video?
I'm trying to match you.
Mm-hmm. So am I. So I actually just thought of that might be all right.
We're both just going slow-mo.
Because, Laurel, I just realized it this time because I was watching your mouth go. I was like, yeah, why don't I was like, wait, that's not how we do it. Like, why is her mouth doing that? Like, but the words are coming out still. Like, it's not like her video's glitching. And I said, I think she's doing this. And I said, well, that is what I'm doing, which is why I know that's what she's doing. So we're obviously going to be off because our things are off.
Because we're both going in slow-mo. So, okay, should we just say, and this is...
Yeah, and I'm going to now question the cadence we do it in, but I think that'll be better for us. Maybe we just don't... Let's close our eyes. Wait, then I can still hear you.
Yeah. We can still do it closed eyes.
If I close my eyes, I won't be able to hear you.
Okay. Well, you won't be able to... Yeah, okay.
Really see what you're doing. Yeah.
Should I do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because that'll get us into it, right?
Into it, right, yeah. You gotta have, like, you can't have, like, the beat 3-4 without 1-2, you know?
Exactly. Okay.
I've always said that.
I've always said, okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this is A Bit Niche.
Okay, well, that sounded perfectly on to me.
Oh, did it? Because, all right, it was way off for me.
Perfect. If you went pretty much right after you said
Yeah, I did.
that, then I think we're good, because that's what I did too. Because the problem that I have a lot is I wait to see until you're starting.
But I do the same for you. Okay, but then the problem is, like, that was our best take and our eyes were closed.
Austin just put like a fake image of us
Yeah.
in front of it.
Right, or just, like, layer it over the video of us saying it the first time.
Yes.
And
there
then
you
put
go.
the audio.
That's better. Yeah. Except for the mouths are like not lined up at all.
He can fix that in
the eyes closed
post.
is honestly the way to go.
I agree.
We don't need to give the man more work. Just leave as is.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we should actually say what we're doing.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. Well, as Abby and I had mentioned before, I think at some point, I think when we did one of these or two of these before.
I'm going to correct you there. I think we mentioned it every episode, damn near. We say, we have this little thing, we're going to chat about it normally at the beginning of episodes. We just, like, every day, like, we write down random things in this note. Every episode, I'm pretty sure we talk about that.
Like, we're so original. We have a shared note that we write things in.
Yeah.
Well, the day's finally come then.
Yes.
We're going to go through them. And we've decided we're going to talk about them even if we don't even think they're funny anymore.
Right, which will be the case.
Yep, because at the time, I'm sure these were all so funny.
Oh, yeah.
And I promise you now, they're probably not.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some we won't even remember.
I know.
And we should probably just get started, because Austin, the first thing he said to me when I told him what we were doing, he was like, oh, this is going to be a fun one to, like, edit. I forgot the word.
Why?
Because he was like, it's going to be like an hour-long episode.
Well, that's true.
Mini-sode.
It will be long. It'll be long.
But.
Bless you.
That was burp.
Yeah, but.
Oh, perfect. Good. I just wanted to make sure you
Yeah,
knew.
no, I knew
Austin,
what it was.
feel free to leave that in there, because I actually went like this to burp off to the side, and then I came back, so it was in the mic. What?
Well, then why would he keep it in?
What? Because I want my burp track in there.
Oh, you do want it in there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, because I was gonna go, I faced this way, away from my mic, and then I was like, why do I care? Burp into the mic.
Perfect.
You can cut this part.
I wouldn't, personally.
Same.
Oh my
Uncuttable, really. Okay. Well, I think the first one's mine.
The first few are you, because when we started this, you started writing passages.
Paragraphs.
Yeah, and then the rest are like one word.
Paragraphs, yeah. Because, so the first two were, second and third were ones I had in my head, and they were the reason I started the note. Because I was like, oh, these are like stupid things to talk about at the beginning of the episode. Then this first one is from way later. It's from only months ago. St. Patrick's Day. And the reason it's first is because I was intoxicated when I typed it, which a few of them are, but for some reason I was like, I'm not going to the bottom of this note. And I put it there. Was from very recently, probably one of the more recent ones. But we can start with it. So I have this one, and I don't think I actually ever followed up on this story with you, but we were at, so should I read what it says and then, like, briefly explain?
Read what it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go about it. So this one just says, you have pronouns in your bio, so I know you're woke and you probably smoke weed. And this would be a direct quote from my male coworker. It was a happy hour, so super casual.
Super casual. The work mask comes off. We can be unprofessional. We can insult each other. We can make assumptions. I love it.
Right. Yeah. So he's young and cool, and you know, it's not like was like weird about it. It was fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. And he said it around everyone else who was also cool and thought it was hilarious. And whatever, it just comes from the fact that, like, I've worked with him now. People know I moved to New York City. So I work in the office here. And so I met a bunch of new people that way. And so it's like I'm new working with this guy. And he had obviously noticed that I have my pronouns in my work signature. And that was just something, you know, they suggested to do at the beginning. And if everyone puts their pronouns, it makes people who need to maybe make their pronouns more clear. It makes them easier to do it without feeling singled out. So that's why I do it. And you didn't need to know all of that. But anyways, so he obviously saw that. And, you know, we're like sussing each other out. Like now we're like good, like friends outside of work too. But we were just talking about, like, kind of how we actually developed more of, like, a friend relationship and stuff, like me and him and this other gal we work close with. And that's what he said to me. He was like, well, I know where you were woke and that you probably smoked weed because you had your pronouns in your bio. He's like, so you had to be cool.
You had to.
And he also happened to be, like, talking about, like, weed and all of that stuff, and, like, how I think it's weird in New York because, like, people smoke and that's, like, fine because it's legal there. So I'm like, that is, like, so weird to me. Like, that you're, like, what?
You're just doing it out in the open,
it's not that different. Like, you drink at happy hours and stuff. And I'm like, I know, but, like, Wisconsin doesn't do that.
Yeah.
They are strictly alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
True.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I really thought it encapsulated me. So these next ones I can go through quick because I actually think we used one of these. The second one, which was actually the first thing that made me think of it, is the fact that I'll never ride or swim with dolphins is extremely tragic to me. I never did it as a kid. And because of my morals and ethics now, and as far as I know, it's not even good to, like, ride them and, like, be in the water with them. And, like, the ones you're in the water with are in captivity. So, like, there's not even really, like, an ethical way to do it. No. But because of that, I'm never going to do it now. And, like, I don't even know if I would want to, like, let my kids know that's a thing, you know? They don't need to do that. I'm probably going to treat them or teach them to be fucking hellions more than I would, so they won't want to swim with the dolphins either. But it was just something I was thinking about. I don't know if you have anything else on that. Otherwise, you can get to one of the hopefully more funnier ones.
I mean, I'll just say I agree. I don't have anything to add. I agree.
Mm-hmm. I do really think this is the one that we've talked about before. That last one. And maybe even this one. Maybe we did do what we were saying.
I think we did the fish.
Yeah, because there was something that related to fish, right? Yeah. It wasn't aquamarine, though, right?
I don't know. I think this was one that you wanted to... We did it for, like, a cold open or something.
Right. Yeah, maybe... I mean, the first two kind of we might have both done. But this is just, like... I wanted to know Laurel's, like, if she had a lot of fish growing up. Because we were, like, a huge fish family. We had so many betta fish, obviously in different... cages, fish bowls, whatever you call them.
We kept our fish in cages. We had so many. Oh.
Wow.
That's why you had to have so many, because they kept dying in the cages.
The water. Kept dying in the cages. You want to know actually how else they died, which was the main story in this thing, is that one time my little brother, he had, like, a tall dresser, and, like, you know, my parents, like, you've met them, they're not the type that are, like, safetying it to the wall, like, no. And I don't remember how old he was, but, like, definitely couldn't reach the top of the dresser. but was like, you know, smart enough with it to be like, okay, I can pull out a few drawers and climb those. But, like, he didn't have a lot in his dresser and stuff, and he was still big enough to, like, do that. So he tipped his dresser over. His beta fish is on top of it. Obviously, the cage is open on the top and stuff. And it flies into one of his drawers.
No.
So me and him are just standing there at the dresser. And again, here's the craziest thing. I'm in the room. I likely was tall enough to get what he needed. Whatever it was he needed, I don't even remember. But maybe it was to get at the beta fish. I don't know. But could have obviously done something for him. And we're just standing there like it's soaking wet. And there's this beta fish like flopping in the bottom of the drawer. And he's yelling at me to pick it up. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not picking up this fish. And like I remember having to pick it up and it like obviously flipping around. But I had no water to put it in.
No. And the water's like, not treated. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Right. There's no water left. The water is on us.
Oh, no.
So I kind of just, like, put it back in the thing. By that point, I think my parents had, like, came and then they were like, what the fuck? But, yeah, the fish was fine, actually.
I thought you said he died that way.
No, I think I segued
Which, you know, it leads us into the next point.
True. I was going to say, I segued into that one talking about fish dying, and this should have been a reason that he died, but I don't actually think he died. I think he lived. And yes.
I don't believe you either way. That's the thing.
I just can't remember if he died or lived, but I think he lived. I think he did. Because I don't remember him dying. I'll text my brother, okay? So again, as Laurel rudely pointed out, the next one, also me. And, well, it's not just me. It's the both of us. But I think I may have wrote it. But it says, and this has been a while since I've read it, so I don't really know what it says. But I just kind of love an innocent lie. I've been making up stories for as long as I can remember. So let's talk about our best lies. Like being more dramatic is just more fun. And then I put some examples. So yeah, again, these were just like to spark a larger conversation.
Yes.
So if you're begging for more of these stupid things, we can talk about a few in more detail because I'm sure we have plenty. But anyway, some of my like being more dramatic and lying examples that I wrote down are, oh God, I told everyone I was allergic to strawberries in elementary school because I didn't like them. And then like one time I think I had one, like, and someone was like, oh no. I was like, oh, yeah, like I just like lied my way out of it for no reason. But I really hope my couple of friends from elementary school don't watch this because I don't think they would know.
They still think you're allergic to.
Well, I'm not like I became like the couple I'm thinking about that I know I was actively lying to like for years on end about being allergic to strawberries. Those girls I like kind of stopped being friends with sort of in like middle school and stuff. Still like very friendly with them and stuff like that and like no bad blood. Well, they probably have bad blood against me, but that's a story for another time.
Oh, God.
But and the second option I put, this is really, really, really pretty good. And it's so innocent. Like, it's so innocent. So me and Amy and Megan, who I've mentioned a million times, they're my cousins, and we all grew up, like, we're either pretty much the same age or just a year or so off. So our families went to the same campground every single year for, like, a long weekend in the summer. And this campground, a lot of other families did the same thing. So, well, I mean, we had been there for a few years too, but then all of a sudden, we noticed these 3 boys. And, you can kind of like tell from them or whatever that they're not related. Like it was one friend was part of the family and then like his 2 friends and stuff. Like amazing. Like one of us can date him and then like then they can date friends. And like this is so perfect. They're not related. It's all good. We never spoke to them. I can send Austin a picture because I have so many at this campground of, like, the age we were at. Also, looking back, we all think that they were likely way older than us.
Way?
We were, like, not that way. That's why I, like, had to correct myself because I'm, like, I'm not trying to lie while I'm telling a story about lying. But I'm saying, like, multiple years older than us. Like, if we were in 6th or 7th grade, like, they could have been a freshman in high school or, like, sophomore in high school. So not, like, crazy or anything. It was not illegal. And, again, we spoke to them 4 times. So, like,
it wasn't illegal. We didn't break the law.
But that's actually going to be another lie. I was going to say that
Abby,
I might lie, but I actually don't like breaking the law. But I'm fine with a lot of laws being broken. So that's not even true.
So just stop fucking lying.
Anyways, but yeah, there's these 3 boys at the campground, and the first year we are standing on, like, the playground or whatever, and they're playing soccer in between this swing set, like, using the poles as that, and we're just, like, standing there, like, we're obviously, like, we look hot as hell right now. They're clearly gonna notice us. They're gonna come up to us, like, everything, like, I'm sure we looked crazy. By this time, also, we had already thought of fake names for each of us.
Oh my God.
Because for some reason, we couldn't give them our real names, so we came up with fake names. Mine was Bailey, which actually is hilarious. I've told Austin this before because he has an ex-girlfriend, Bailey, so love that.
So love you, girl.
Ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
And so I was Bailey, Amy was June, and then we always kind of forget what Megan ended up picking, but it was like Alexis or something along those lines. So yeah, but we for sure know Amy and I's. So again, we've got this in the back of our heads, like this is what we're gonna do, and we're standing there. We have probably no actual intentions to speak to them, and you know Amy and Megan, so they're both like, well, if anyone's speaking to them, it's you. And I'm like, no. But the way we had our first interaction with these 3 boys is, again, they're playing soccer. We are right next to them. The one kicking the ball kicks it, misses, drills it right into Megan's stomach. We are on a high platform. Literally, she keels over and falls to the ground. Of course, these, like, boys, these nice kids, like, come
They're
running
like, oh
over.
my God,
like, are you okay? Are you okay? Whatever. Like, and again, we've been stalking these boys, for 2 days. Like, we know their whole routine. Like, so we're freaking the fuck out. Megan is mortified. Like, but it was the start of a, like, 4-year-long friendship, love with these boys who, again, like, we really didn't speak to. So, like, she got hit, and then I think they were obviously saying sorry, and then we kind of talked to them then. And in the spirit of not lying, I'm sure that we went back and told our home friends, like, oh, we've been hanging out with these boys for 4 days, like, it was such a whirlwind romance, like, what a time, but in all honesty, the conversation probably ended there after max 2 minutes, but we truly had a long love. But yeah, it was like 3 to 4 years of then going back on the same weekend on Memorial, and this guy being here with his 2 friends. At one point, God. One of them wasn't there. But
oh no.
Yeah, I know. So tragic. And, like, again, as we were talking to them and, like, I was like, oh, what's your name? They gave their names. The only one I remember is Eric. And Eric was mine. And
so you guys didn't, like, switch it up over the years. It was like, Eric is always yours.
I think it kind of, I don't remember, like, that not being a thing,
That's a long relationship.
Right, exactly. No information exchanged.
No,
never speaking outside of these 4 days in May.
That could be a romance novel.
Literally. But yeah, so, like, she's on the ground and we, like, exchange names, we get their names. We, again, give them the incorrect names. Like, I say, hey, I'm Bailey. And then, like, Amy's like, I'm June.
And Megan's like, I'm Alexis.
I really don't like this.
So for 4 years, they also thought we were completely different people. And then we started to get nervous. Like, you know, we talked to them then the next year they come back, like, we don't know that they're going to be there and stuff, you know. And then we're like, oh my God, like, then you're like, I wonder if they remember me. Then we, like, did then have conversations every time you passed, and we all had our bikes there. So, like, you're in the woods. Like, you know, we did actually hang out with them a little bit more than that first year. But we couldn't get too close because we couldn't have them come to the campsite, like our parents' campsite, because they would say the wrong names. And there's no way, I don't think we would have told, like, our parents that. Like, we told these boys the wrong names for what fucking reason? Like,
and I could just see your dad being like, oh, yeah, don't worry, we'll play along, bring them over. And then he'd just blow your cover immediately to, like, piss you off.
Instantly. Yeah. Instantly. Yeah. And we were also at the age where it was like, I don't even want you to know I'm speaking to a boy.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
No.
100%.
No.
Oh my God. That's iconic. I love that.
Yeah. So that was a big relationship for me.
That was.
And really the foundation of lying for me and how fun it can be, especially to men.
Yeah. That's a fun one. And it hurts nobody.
No, exactly.
Okay, well, I'll say I don't lie as much as you.
That might be a lie.
It could be, and you'll never know. But I lied a lot in, like, middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell these stories.
No.
I don't know how this started. I don't know. But I started telling people that my cousin was in a relationship with a ghost.
What?
Like a romantic relationship. And no, oh my God, wait, her name was Abby. My fake cousin that I...
Oh, so the cousin wasn't even real.
No! I'm gonna lie about everything. So, like, or I don't even know if I said she was my cousin or, like, my cousin's friend or, yeah, I don't exactly remember the relation. But yeah, you know, I'd, like, build on it a little bit, like, every other day. And I only told, like, a couple people, like my close friend Caroline, and then, like, she told some people. So then, like,
of
people
course.
were coming to me like, what is this? And there was one time we were in homeroom and, like, Caroline pulled me out. She's like, come here. And then we go and, like, she brings me to Abigail's locker and Caroline's like, we're not believing the Abby story. And I had to be like, well... No, wait, okay, what the fuck was wrong with me? Because I'm going to tell you what I really said, and then we're going to have to cut it. It's like, I told them the ghost raped her. And that she had to have a ghost abortion. I'm in 7th grade. I was like, well, maybe you should know what's really going on. So that she was pregnant with a ghost baby. And that, like, she kept going in to get ultrasounds and they couldn't find anything. And they were so confused because, like, she kept getting, like, bigger. And, like, her womb was growing.
You made this up?
Yeah, I was fully telling people.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life, Laurel.
Ask anyone in my middle school.
I can't. My jaw hurts. I was keeping.
Yeah, that one didn't last too long.
What did you get out of that?
I don't know. I got, you know what? You know what it is? I really I love it when you're talking to someone and you can tell they're just hooked on what you're saying.
And that's why I lied too. It's a drug, baby.
And the crazier the lie, the crazier they hook on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just died out sometime. I think after the baby passed, then they were like, we don't care anymore. Most of my lying was in middle school. Other than that, me and my friend Julia, we were really mean to each other for some reason, and we'd go like spread rumors about each other.
Oh
but like
your lies seem like harmful. Mine are innocent.
No, but it would be like I ran up to like a group of guys and I was like, "Hey, you know that girl right there? You know Julia? She does cocaine." And then I'd run away.
This seems crazy.
Or then I'd go to like some others and be like, I have to tell you guys, like, Julia's pregnant. I brought in a little balloon that said it's a boy. It sounds like I was bullying her, but like, it's not that. Like she
laughed at it too.
She just texted me actually too. Like, we're still friends. I can have her send in a voice memo that it was okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of where my lying kind of started and ended, maybe.
Okay, I see.
I'm trying to think of any
and
other
I think
good
that
ones.
like there's no way, and it's always, I just never have liked, if I'm telling a story, it's not my fault that I'm adding embellishments and making for a better storytelling and a better experience for the listener. So for you to say to me, like, that's a lie, or like, no, you have to be exaggerating, it's a slap in my face, because you should be thankful for my storytelling abilities.
I agree.
And the entertainment I provide when in a room.
Right. And like, don't interrupt my flow.
Thank you.
Like, I'm just about to get somewhere and you're going to stop me in my tracks and say, that's a lie.
Yeah, I was there.
Stop, not true.
I was there. They didn't say it like that.
What? Get a life. Grow up.
Have some whimsy.
Right? All right. I think that's enough on lying.
Yeah, this next one, though,
I think
like,
we already
might be another decent conversation. But
did we talk about it?
Mentioned it. But I think we've just, like, said it under our breaths and then, like, hyperventilated through it. But
all right,
I'll let you start this one.
All right, I'm gonna set the stage here. Was this last year?
Literally.
Stage. It was a winter night. Was it not?
I was wearing a tank top.
Okay, it was a summer night.
So I hope not.
I don't know. It was a night. And
it was cold. It was cold. It was too cold for my outfit.
Yes, it was a little chilly. And we had bought 4 tickets to the Leon Bridges show in Chicago. We were all very excited. Unfortunately, Max got sick, and he didn't go. He fell ill, and we had to sell his ticket at the last minute. And we have pictures of that man.
Yes, we do.
That's not the story.
That's the story. Moving on.
And Abby and I specifically, Austin, I don't know how you felt, but Abby and I were feeling ourselves. We were strutting into this theater. We were feeling hot. We were ready to, and we absolutely love Leon. We love his looks. We love his sex appeal. We love his music. No, Austin?
Austin, you know it's in that order. She spoke the truth.
Yeah.
He knows. Because he was watching what we were doing every time.
Yep.
Okay, so Leon comes on. It's an ethereal experience.
And let's get clear,
I forgot.
So close.
I don't know how, because our tickets weren't like that expensive. We were
they weren't.
We were on the floor.
Were those ones we also sort of like bought last minute or no? I don't know. I don't know
Maybe.
how, like, I remember buying them and seeing them for, I'm not saying the website because no one's getting free promo out of me. But
Yeah.
that would be a great sponsor. I love that app so much. Again, not saying it. But we just got a good deal, but it was ridiculous how close we were. Even
We had to ask if it was correct.
Yes. Even from the pictures when we were like ordering the tickets and stuff, it did not look that close. So like we were rows away.
So once we figured out we were that close, we turned to each other and we said, if we're going to get on stage at a concert, this is the night. Like, we can literally see him. Like,
tonight is the night.
He's going to look at us. He's going to see how hot we are, and he's going to invite us up to sing a song.
Yes. At least to dance in the back.
Yes. I think he'd have us join the band in some performance.
Right. And here's another thing, too. All of my friends, at least, so I want to say this to masses, any concert you go to, and Austin also, in the back of his head, he's not as vocal about it, but in the back of his head, he says the same thing. When you go to a concert, you dress your best and you get ready, and in the back of your head, even for a little bit, you say to yourself, this could be the night. I'm going on stage. He's going to see me. She's going to look at me, realize I'm the biggest fan in the world, and I'm going to get up there. And I do that, and I announce it. I make it known. So I know Laurel is also feeling this way, like, unspoken.
Yeah. And there's no worse feeling than going to a concert that you don't know the artist that well, and you're like, but I'm hot, so they're going to try and bring me up there, and I'm going to be so embarrassed that I didn't memorize their whole discography.
Yes, exactly. And you always had to be thinking, like, okay, if I get up there and they ask, what song do you want to do? Like, I've got to have at least one.
Yeah, and at least one that's not the most popular one.
Right.
One that's a deep track. So, of course, we've prepped. We're ready for this one. He comes out, and he is feet away from us.
Yeah.
Also crazy, some of the other people up there in the front left after, like, a couple songs. It was crazy.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I don't know what the hell that was about, but it's okay because it cleared a straighter path for us. The people, like, right diagonal, they left. It was a straight shot to Leon. He definitely saw us. I
have another fact I just remembered, Laurel. Do you remember how weird it was because everyone was sitting down?
Yeah, what the fuck? We were the only ones standing.
Yes, like, and it was like, I understand, like, and like, I understand some concerts are more like sitting and stuff, but like,
not this one.
It was a weird vibe. Like, he came out to an upbeat song, and it felt like weird not standing up, especially being in the front, like, 10 rows, less than that probably. I forgot what it was, but like, no one was standing up. So then, like, I wanted to stand up after a few songs, and I think I did, and I yanked you up with me.
Yeah, we did, because at first we stood up, and then no one else stood up, so we sat down.
We sat back down.
And then we got back up, and we decided, what the fuck? What are we doing?
Yeah. I know, and it's always weird, because then the person behind you is, like, sitting, and you're like, okay, like,
okay, but you know what? It's a concert.
Dumb.
Like, they need to grow up and stand up. All these rich people.
Exactly, in the front couple rows, leaving early.
Anyways, every time Leon turns our way, we start body rolling.
Yeah, you have to. We're going to do an example of it. Austin, you should have videoed us also, but we are pointing directly at this man. We are, as Laurel said, body rolling, like, yes. And then I most of the time stopped yelling the words, and I did such exaggerated mouth movement of the lyrics for him to know I knew the lyrics. I, of course, again, was like so exaggerated, so I don't even think I was still, like, yelling the words. And it was every time, like, just reaching out our hands. I think I took a couple of pictures like that, because we were like, oh my God.
Literally every time he turned around. And then he turns back around and we're just, like, normal again. Oh my God.
And again, like, the spotlight's, like, hitting us. Like, I can't tell you the feeling of euphoria I had in, like, when that spotlight came on.
I mean, here's the thing, is, like, practically, like, he definitely saw us. And he did not spend much time on us, I will say.
Not even like a, hey.
Not an acknowledgement. Not like we were the only ones, like, enjoying his show, apparently.
And that's why I remembered, because I was like, wait, we were the only ones standing up, too. So, like, when he would look in the direction, it was us you had to be looking at. Like, I forgot about that, too. Like, clear as day. And again, there was times I remember it was blue, and like that blue light shined on us and stuff too. So it was, we were illuminated as well. Like, this
we were
man
part
saw
of the
us.
show, whether he wanted it or not, and whether the other people wanted it or not.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, sometimes I do think about this in a lot of my life. It's always something, as an empathetic person, I have to keep right in the back of my head, is I know he's the one up on stage, but if we were to get up there, you hate to, you know, be better than the guy whose concert it is.
Right,
you know,
right.
the people paid to see him, and God forbid I go up there and just shut the house down, you know?
Exactly.
How embarrassing would that be for him if we were up there
Right.
and the crowd goes crazy, obviously.
And it's
so
going to
he
go
saw us and he knew.
viral, and yeah.
Right.
It'll just be unfair.
Yeah, and again, as a humble, empathetic person, like, I thought about that. So it's ultimately good that he didn't bring us up there, you know?
Yeah,
just
I
for his
think
own
so.
career.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
I think the next one's me, and this one will be really quick.
Okay.
Chill the fuck out with these car washes. The second it hits 40 degrees, you do not need to be in a line for 20 minutes to get a car wash. I hate car washes in all capacities in general. Austin and I never get a car wash. I don't care what you say. If it, like, extends the longevity of your car, it's a hunk of fucking metal. You live in Wisconsin, it's gonna get gross. Also, it rains periodically, so, like, just, like, have your car in the rain, that's whatever. I think it's insane that anytime the weather is hot, there is truly lines in Milwaukee. Even in the winter. Above 32, lines. And then we have car wash memberships? Why do we need to go that much? I need to stop now. Mm-hmm. Do you like car washes? Yes or no?
No, I've never been a fan of, like, the car wash, the facility, the corporate entity. I grew up in a family that washed their own cars because they don't trust the car wash.
And that's the difference between our families. Mine, we're doing it because we didn't want to spend $4 at the gas station.
Well,
car wash.
that's true, too. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I'd much rather do that. And I just bought, actually, car washing stuff to wash my car. Did I tell you I got a new car?
Fun. What? No, you didn't flip and tell me
Well, what?
that.
Am I supposed to tell you everything?
Yeah. A car? That's crazy. What kind of car?
It's a Volvo.
Ah, Volvo. Nice.
A Volvo.
What color?
Black.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I had to trade in my girl. No more click and tape anymore.
Dang.
Yeah.
Do the doors unlock on this one?
They do. They do.
Oh my God, Laurel.
It's crazy having a car that, like,
You're so
everything.
rich, it's insane.
no, I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it. Today I went, because I don't really go anywhere because I work from home.
Yeah.
And today I just went in my car and I just sat there for a little bit.
You're right. Cut that. Just kidding. Speak your truth, girl.
No, I had a reason because I just got the beacon, the drive safe and save beacon for because I just added the car to my insurance, and they nickel and dime you, and they say you only get 30% off if you put this tracker in your car, and we will make it less percents off if you brake too hard. So I had to go put that in my car, and then while I was in there, I was like, it's kind of nice. And then I just sat for a little bit.
The luxury Volvo life, you know? Vulva.
We got that luxury Volvo life. That's right, baby.
We do. We live it. Oh, man.
We can skip the whiteboard because
Yes, yeah.
that was our entire last
episode.
Okay,
this
that's
is
kinda
another,
just
like,
explaining
random
what this
idea,
is, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, this duck, that's you.
Yeah, you don't like the game, like, duck, duck. What do you say?
Goose.
Wrong. It's duck, duck, gray duck.
What? Genuinely, what's wrong with you? Like, is that a
That's why
Minnesota thing?
Yes. So that's why I wanted to know, because it's duck, duck, gray duck. And until, like, moving out of the state and stuff like that, I didn't know that people said duck, duck, goose.
That's crazy.
Like, as a child, I didn't know that. Now, obviously, I know that people do. But, yeah, so I wanted to know what the Rados did.
Do they call
Austin,
geese
you say goose,
gray
right?
ducks up there?
No, like, we have goose. Like, that we call them that. Like,
Goose.
We have goose. No, we have
goose.
I'm sure you do.
We have them. Yeah, I have no idea why it's that way.
Okay. Well, let's leave it at that.
Curious. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So this is tough. Like Uber drivers, because we have so much to go from.
And recall, I think it was like our second episode, we started saying like we could do a full episode on our Uber driver stories.
So do we just skip it unless you have a quick one? Because I don't think I have a quick one.
Me and quick stories.
Actually, wait,
no.
I do have a quick one. I actually do.
Oh, I remember because you told the full story about that one. So
Yes.
we talked slightly and then we were like, we could do a full episode. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, so my quick one is that when my aunt was here in town in like February, we went downtown to go see a play, and we ordered an Uber to come pick us up here at my house. And my house is on a busy road, so you have to turn into our driveway to like drop something off, pick someone up, whatever. You can't stop in front of my house. So he stops in the driveway, we get in and, oh, hi, whatever. And then to get out of my driveway, you have to back up onto the street. You can't turn around. That didn't stop him. He drives into our lawn.
No.
And I'm so shocked. Me and my aunt look at each other. We're like, and I was trying, like, do I say something?
Right, because
yeah, but and then it was like, and he just kept. We thought maybe like he had to overlap a little bit to like then back up.
Yeah,
no, he went like the whole way around and just like went all in my lawn.
That's crazy. Like,
to turn around. And
there's no way he didn't notice also, like, he was going on grass. Like, it
was intentional, but it didn't bother him. And so me and my aunt, we look at each other and we're like, and we're just kind of like holding it back. And then we get out and we just like crack up and we're like, what the fuck?
Like,
we were like, I didn't know, like, to say it. What are you going to say? Like, he's already in your lawn.
On the grass. Yeah. It's like, okay, you're halfway through it. Backing up makes no difference.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So that's my quick Uber. That's my quick Uber.
Oh, my God. That's, maybe we can just somehow, like, we'll find ways to connect it and tell more of our stories. The next one, like, there's just, like, no possible way that I can tell this and make it as funny as it is when you hear my dad tell it.
So we should have your dad record it.
We should.
Would he?
We really should. See, he's going to be like, no, you don't.
No, he's going to love it. He's going to love it.
He's kind of like us in that, like, he loves to put on a show, but if you put the cameras and you try to make, like, a thing out of it, he's like, enough out of you. But he loves to put on a show in person.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll try to sum it up in case he doesn't. But my dad has something wrong with his eyes, cataracts or something. Is that a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't know that, but he was going to the eye doctor, and they, are finding this out, whatever. They had to run a bunch of tests and all this jazz, whatever. So through that whole process, like, this man is not good with anything, like, medical related. If he ever had to wear contacts or glasses, like, he physically could never do that. You might as well put him down. He's done. Like, he doesn't want that. And it's just, like, it wouldn't work. So this doctor now, he's multiple appointments. He's coming back to this eye doctor and obviously causing trouble for this man, trying to do any procedures to him. And my mom, so my dad brings home his, like, the notes, the after packets that he's gotten after he's got his treatment plan, all of that stuff. And mom's reading through it and stuff because she has somewhat of, like, a medical background, so is reading it, whatever. And in the chart notes, like, where it says what they selected for my dad, which also he has to take I think it's just oral, like pills, like oral medication, instead of eye drops, which is the normal, more effective route, because he physically cannot put eye drops in his own eyes. The doctor couldn't do it for him, no one. And underneath that, it was like, this is chosen, blah, 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 blah. Patient is tight lid squeezer. And of course, like, you read this about your husband, you are cackling, like, patient is a tight lid squeezer. We cannot use eye drops. Must use prescription or oral medication, like, for this, like, illness.
That's so illness.
Oh my, well, whatever you call it, diagnosis. I don't fucking know what it is. And I keep wanting to call it astigmatism, but that's not what it is. So we obviously are, like, clowning him, but just when he, like, explains it, and, you know, he'll, like, he's a dramatic actor and storyteller, so he's, like, demonstrating what the doctor's doing to him. Like, he does this lean, and then he's like, oh, you know, like, my dad said that when the doctor would try to open his eye, my dad would fight him and close it on him. So, like, this doctor hated him.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and my dad's like, so just that part of my dad telling this story, he's like, well, fucking yeah, they're trying to put this in here. Like, oh, yeah, no, that it's good. It's good. This next one's you, right?
And I think this one was both of us somehow.
Well, in reality, yeah.
No, we talked about it.
Did we?
I don't know.
We've talked about it multiple times.
We have talked about it. But in some context, like, I don't know what it was. Maybe we had, like, I don't know. So, okay, so it says sloppy poop. And I think we all know what we mean by that, right? Like, I just had a sloppy poop. And I don't know, Abby and I think we had talked about, one of us was having a sloppy poop, and the other one was too at the same time or something.
Yeah, sloppy day.
Yeah, it was a sloppy day. But I think you were the one that called it a sloppy poop, and we thought it was really funny. Mm-hmm.
Huh. See, memory. I don't have a great one.
Mm-hmm. We talked about mirror holes, didn't we?
We did talk about mirror holes, yes. Yes, we did. That was one of them. Because, okay, wait, actually, now I'm reading the rest on the, like, some of the other ones. We also have shitting yourself as one of them, too.
That one wasn't me.
I don't really fully remember. Maybe I do. I was just maybe more curious why. I don't remember writing it, but I remember the one before writing it. And maybe that's what prompted me to think about it. But, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a lot of poop generally, but I think we can skip the band name ones. I think we just had that for more like we were going to put in prep for it. But one thing I did want to know, escaping from the poop stuff, because obviously we clearly both had it on our mind, followed by mirror holing, which go back to the previous episode in which we talk about that lovely story. But random turn. Good luck texts in high school sports. That was one thing I had. And it somehow came up one time. Maybe it was probably because I was, like, sending someone, like, good luck and I just think of it randomly. But for us, like, a good luck text before your game in high school was, like, insane. Like, I had a boyfriend who was on the football team and then, like, some others who played at different sports, but, like, football specifically was the start of it, and Lily dated another one of the football boys, and they were friends. So, like, we would sit for way too long in high school crafting. Like, I wish we still had them somewhere. Like, I cannot imagine the things that we would say in these. I'm sure, like, we were hyping them up like they were going to war or something, because truly, like, it was, like, unreal.
Give me an example of, like, some of the things you would say. Like, I have to be able to, like, visualize this. Like, was it, like, you are, like, the
Yeah, like, I don't even honestly think I said, like, babe in high school, really, but it was, like, hey, so-and-so, like, so...
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have to. You have to. Those are the rules.
Like so excited for your game, like, this afternoon. Like, you know I'll be there.
Your number one fan.
You've worked so hard this week. Like, I can't wait to see you after. Like, I'm sure maybe I'll put some sexual thing in there, like, sometimes. But I was like, you're so awesome. I'm so proud of you, and you're going to do totally amazing tonight. Like, don't let so-and-so get in your head and bring you down. Like, you're going to do awesome. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, and it was like, love you so much. Can't wait to see you after the game. Like,
love
good
you.
luck.
Oh my God. You were dropping love yous.
One time. Well, not one time, but one person.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And yeah. I mean, middle school, I was dropping loves after week 2.
Yeah, but middle school is different.
Right, yeah. This
Middle
was
school,
one
yeah.
high school boyfriend who was, like, serious or whatever, and that's who I would send them to, and that's, like, Lily and I would sit there and, like, truly craft these messages. And then it was kind of expected to get, like, the same, like, your good luck text back before your games, and it was, like, we would get mad if we didn't, which is why we always felt like we needed to, because, like, they would get mad if they didn't get one, and then it was, like, oh, like, this boy got a good luck text from this girl, or, like, this person, like, oh my God, guess who sent me a good luck text? Like, it was, like, a thing, and it was, like, how you showed that you liked someone or whatever, or, like,
that's crazy.
You know, you wouldn't do it if you were trying to be, like, petty and stuff like that. It was a currency at my high school.
That's wild.
So I didn't know if that was, like, similar other schools.
No, I have never heard of that, but I love that.
Yeah.
That is drama. Like, that... Wow. So it was a thing for everyone, like, not just for you and Lily.
So that's where I'll maybe make a caveat. I'm going to inquire with a few people because I want to know if it was as big of a deal for them. I know for a fact that there's a handful of other of my friends who felt a similar way about it. Mm-hmm. No way they were as crazy as we were with these 2 boys, like, on the football team. Like, I know that for a fact. We were way dramatic with it. Like, most people, it's probably, like, a good luck heart was totally suffice, but not for us. It was 100 emoji. It was strong emoji. It was the whole 9 yards. So probably not that crazy, but yes, I guess I do know, like, you know, girls would be like, oh my God, like, Jeremy sent me, like, a good luck text. Like, whatever. So it was a big deal, yeah, but definitely not as dramatic. There's no way.
I love the thought of that, though. Like, I wish I could go back and see not just the texts you guys sent. I want to see the ones that they sent you.
I know. Well, they were never as good.
No, I'm sure they were, like, so lazy. It'd be like, good luck, babe. Heart.
Yeah. Come to my house after.
Yeah. Can't wait to celebrate after.
After you get beaten 17-0.
Yeah. I'll make you feel better, baby.
Well.
Oh.
See, this next one, skipping mirror hole, skipping same word game. I think
also we already talked
mentioned
about
Broadway rave, and that could be, again, as we've said, a whole fucking episode.
And did we talk about the next one, too?
Yeah, we've talked about people saying, like, it's actually really, really funny. This next one, it has to be you. Has to be you, because I have no idea what this one means. And surprise, surprise, we're circling back to poop. So sorry that I think that the other 2 poop-related things were from you.
Yeah, this one's really quick. It just says Greta Van Fleet front poop. And it was just a picture or a video, and I've been trying to find it, but I can't find it again. But it was a picture or video of the front guy in Greta Van Fleet. I don't know his name. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know the band, but, like, I don't know that I actually know what the man looks like, no.
He's just, like, a little dude, and he likes to wear these kind of, like, jumpsuits.
Oh.
And there was one, and you can usually kind of, like, see the outline of his junk. And there was one specifically where it looked just, like, really, like, lumpy. And, like, it was, like, it looked crazy. And I went into the comments, and someone said, like, He was a front poop. And it just slayed me. I was crying, laughing for probably like a solid 2 minutes. And the picture of it wasn't even that funny, but just the concept of what that is.
Yeah.
That got me good. And I'm going to try to find the picture, but it probably won't even do it justice.
No, it's never as funny like the second time, and I just think there is nothing funnier than like a somewhat funny post or like a post you're questioning, and you go to the comments, and those comments have you cracking up.
Yes.
Like, cracking up.
Because people can be funny, man.
Yes. Oftentimes, I will like comments and then realize I never even liked the actual video. They're real good.
It's rare for me to like a comment. I've got to really like it because I always feel it's more likely that they'll see that I liked their comment, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm really putting my hands in the camera a lot today. I feel like I'm really...
It's, last time we had, like, the height difference. We had layers. You're just creating dimension.
Dynamic. Okay, what's next?
That's gotta be you again, too.
Yeah, this one will be short. It just says Max's undying love for male actors and Haley Steinfeld. So, Max, he's a person that loves media. He loves film. He loves TV. And I don't know why. And it was probably our entire relationship, but more so I've noticed since we've been living together because we spend all our time together. He has certain male actors that he really globs onto, but they're always like niche. Mm-hmm. So, but they're in a lot of things, but they're always like a minor character or something. And like, maybe a trailer will come up for a movie and it's like, oh, it's got like some name I've never heard before. And I'll be like, who's that? And he's like, what? The homie? And he'll say that like every time. It doesn't matter who it's about. It'll be like someone super niche, like, oh, what? You don't know Jorg Bronson, the homie? But he'll be like fully serious. And he's only that way with male actors, but he also really loves Haley Steinfeld.
And I love that for him.
But he's also always very like nonchalant about it. He'll be like, oh, like, yeah, and Haley Steinfeld's in it. Or like, she's on some commercials lately and he'll just kind of like look away a little bit. Because she'll get him going.
As she should. She gets everyone going.
Yeah, she does. We love you, Haley. Hope your baby's well.
Oh my God, that kid's gonna be so cute.
I know. Ticks. Neither of us had a tick.
No. So I thought the same thing. I was like, why did we write this?
We were gonna take her story. We were gonna take Cassie's story.
Yeah, we wanted Cassie on. She's on our guest list, so
we'll save that one for Cassie then.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Facebook Marketplace is kind of going to be a separate thing, too.
Yeah.
I know we had, like, some weirdo stories with it, but then also Austin, when he got the new apartment and was looking for things, he was on Facebook Marketplace a lot, so he did screenshot a handful of them, and I actually have an album already, too, about weird shit on Facebook Marketplace, so that'll be a later date.
A whole thing. This one has to be you.
Yes. This is a full first and last name of a man. Who I'm sure we've talked about on the pod before. I had a boyfriend, I'm fine saying his name, he's a gem, but my boyfriend in maybe like 6th or 7th grade, and like we dated a while, definitely dated a while, but Grant was his name, and again, this is like around the time where I was still like not trying to tell my parents like I was even liking boys, or like I did not tell them like I was going to hang out with a boy and stuff, or like whatever. And it's still a little young where like I don't know, are you gonna like drop me off at this boy's, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah
Regardless, I'm like out and about, we're meeting at the park, we text, we got plans to meet up at the park, we're there. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, black shorts, they were Adidas shorts, they had white 3 stripes, and then a pink top from a hockey tournament. I remember exactly what I was wearing, and then I had bright neon pink shoes that were slightly different than the pink on me, which is odd because I don't actually like pink that much. But we were sitting there on the edge of the playground, and well, it's actually occurring right now. Sweaty. And,
Did you have to slap it?
I've always been a sweaty gal. And I guess this wasn't different in middle school because we're sitting there and like, so the back of my knee is sweaty as well as I get a lot of perspiration here down the front of the knee. It's very odd. I also have sweat back is what Austin and I call it.
I don't think you can say that. Isn't that a slur?
It is?
Not sweat back, but wet back is. So it's really close. I'm just going to say that. You guys should be careful.
Okay, so I need to actually finish my Grant story. But we've talked about my sweating issues, clearly causing other issues. But a lot of knee sweat as well, right down the front of the kneecap. So that's sweating as I'm sitting at the park, as well as underneath is sweating right here in the crevice. And he, you know, makes a move, you know, he puts his hand on my knee, fingers slightly wrapped around to the back. So he's getting both this sweat, which is visible, as well as feeling the dampness back here. And like a middle school boy, he can't just like suck it up or like, I don't know. So he literally told me he took his hand right off and was like, your knee's really sweaty. And I was mortified. And I thought about it probably every day after that. Still think about it periodically when I sweat, specifically in the knee region. So,
like, what are you supposed to say to that? What are you supposed to say?
Trauma.
Yeah.
Right. Like, just don't
say anything. What did you say to it?
I have no idea. I'm sure I just was beet red. I was already beet red from sweating in the sun because we couldn't hang out inside because we were in 7th grade. But yeah, I have no idea what I said to it. Like, I would not in that situation have been like cocky enough or like confident enough to like give him shit back. Like, there's no way. I definitely would have been like, oh my God. And I'm sure, like, again, was a very nice kid. So like, I'm sure he then was like, oh, probably shouldn't have said that. Like,
yeah.
But I have no idea the aftermath. Blacked out. All I know is I have sweaty knees. And I'm sure the whole school knew.
Well, you found a man who loves that sweat.
He does. Even has a cute little nickname for me.
Little pet name. Some people call each other baby. Call each other slurs. Oh.
Whoops. You learn something new every day, kids.
Yes, you
do. And I hope you learned something here on today's episode. Again, on this very educational podcast.
Yeah, let us know if you liked this or if you hated it. Actually, don't. No, but do, because we need some engagement.
Yeah. Yeah. We welcome any comments, hate comments, love comments, nice comments.
Mostly nice. I don't want to, like, encourage...
irrelevant comments.
Both. Just give it to us. All right, we should wrap up or Austin's going to explode.
Yep, he's warming up to play some drums.
Woo! All right, well, thanks for joining us today. I'm sure we'll do this again.
Yeah, whether you say you like it or not.
We don't care. We like it.
And we've got a lot less left on the list.
Yeah, that was like not even a third.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you all for joining us today. Have a great week, because these come out on Mondays.
Yes.
I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this has been...
A bit niche.
It's a bit niche.
Bye. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, ring that bell.
Bye.